Cool. And that link is in the notes, and it's also going to be in the main page momentarily. So if you ever want to, you can't quite make it, we have these recorded. We also have, you can watch them from home. So do you want to go ahead and log in? Cool, so that's a little bit about like our Python group, some of the other Python groups that are, here's our live notes. It's on an Etherpad. Walking through these. We have SLCPython here, we have Python North, we have, yeah. How does it feel in the back? Good? Okay. I think I might be able to make this go away. Nope. Okay. So some of these other groups that are around here, we have the Salt Lake Pi Ladies. Is anybody here from Salt Lake Pi Ladies? Sweet. Do you want to give a plug? Do you have any events coming up, or?
We don't have anything on the calendar right now, but we recently started meeting once a month, and men are usually welcome at most of our meetups, and we do some cool things.
So it's assumed to go, like an assumed invitation, unless it says ladies only.
Say if it's a women-only event, but normally men are welcome. We built Twitter bots recently; it was really fun. We did some web scraping led by Evan, who's over there. That was awesome. So yeah, it's great.
Cool. Yeah.
In 2 weeks, Utah Python North will be doing a very simple session, much more of an intro. We've got 2 speakers. They're going to be talking about graphite and matplotlib. I can never get that one out.
It takes like 100 times of saying
right.
that and NumPy. Numpy.
Anyway, so you're welcome. We meet in Logan.
Cool. If anyone knows people up there, that's a great like resource for Python. Do we have anybody from out south here tonight? Part of the reason that this meetup was started was because those of us down here didn't want to drive out south for the meetup during rush hour. And we're like, we should have something down in Salt Lake. But we still love those guys out there. Girl Develop It is another group in this area. We have our websites, slcpy.com, which I think is still currently broken, and utahpython.org, which is an Angular at a Python meetup.
Sorry, guys.
We're also present on GitHub. There are like presentations as well as code that people have presented. We host it there, so you can go there and find past resources. And then our sponsors. So we take sponsorship from people who are here. You can do that through the website. We usually have a card reader here. Some people have just donated coming here, and we appreciate that. All of the contributions are logged in Meetup, and so you can see the contributions, how much money we're bringing in, and where those expenses are being held. So that's all open sourced. We have some other sponsors. I'd like to thank X-Mission is here. We don't have our X-Mission representative here tonight. But X-Mission has been great. We also have the University of Utah, this venue, we get for free, which is fantastic. And Tech Systems, which has been really good at getting us like food and getting us raffle items. They're a tech recruiter, and they do a pretty good job. New sponsors are always appreciated. And this is where you can check out that. So we have a tradition of introducing new members. We used to do everybody, but then we grew so big, we're going to spend an hour like going through everybody every time. So raise your hand if you're here for the first time. Cool. we're gonna go around and do just a who you are, what your occupation is, and then I have what is your favorite summer activity? As like the days are getting warmer, what are you like excited about coming up in the summer? Would you like to start?
Yeah, I'm Matt Housley. My title at Overstock is data scientist, but mostly on the engineering side there. And favorite summer activity would probably just be hiking. So.
Nice. We have.
My name's Brian, also from Overstock.
Go ahead.
I'm Jerry Ferguson, project manager at Zions in the data warehouse area. Interested in helping the data scientists there get more data, so I'm really interested in this topic.
Legally.
All right, next row. We have who's next? New person? Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Kanav. I work as a data engineer for Nicholas and Company, food distribution company. And my favorite summer activity is playing cricket. It's an Indian thing.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Saket. I work at Nicholas and Company as well. I'm a data science analyst, and the summer activity. Looking forward to the cricket season starting in Salt Lake again.
Nice. Yes, more new people. Go ahead. Yeah.
My name is Max. I am currently working as a freelancer doing AI, robotics, computer vision stuff. And my favorite summer activity is just honestly going hiking with my wife.
Awesome. And then you know.
Yeah. My name is Venkita. I work at a company called Housley. I'm a DevOps engineer there, so I work heavily with data teams. And favorite summer activity, let's say, is hiking. That's about it.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Sarva. I'm working as data engineer at KLink. And my favorite summer activity is trekking and hiking.
Nice. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Suvir, and I'm just looking for a job. Earlier, I used to work as an ETL engineer, and apart from cricket, I have hiking.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead.
So my name is Ryan. I'm actually learning to code, so I've been coming to a lot of meetings, trying to figure out what I really want to go in depth with. Full-time job-wise, I work as a recruiter, so I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I love camping.
Awesome. Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Jeff Romine. I'm a software developer at Overstock and working some with data scientists. I'm interested in the topic. And I like to ride my bike in the summer.
Nice.
My name is Alex, and I'm employed also looking for. And as for interests, I try to be interested in everything. But data science, just in computing in general, that's why it's so great. It just can be used in every field.
Nice. Anyone else? Cool. So a couple of you got ahead of me. So we have a tradition of doing a, can't see these anymore. It's okay. We have a tradition of doing a who's hiring and who's looking. So this is the chance to we'll say your name again, talk about what you're looking for, and we typically end up having more people, more companies and people here looking to hire people than we do people actually hiring or who are actually looking. So let's go through.
They use adapters and stuff.
They're just terrible.
Yeah.
Try this one. Last couple of meetups we used this.
Well, I think this is for the.
Oh yeah, this is a USB-C, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is a VGA. We might have one. We're just gonna keep trying to swap it out. No, I have one.
Steal it.
Well, I have it. It's either the adapter or the cable, so we can tear apart their system. Which I will do if this doesn't work.
You're a pro.
Yeah.
So I work at Team along with Ferris and also Ken back there. team is working on having optimizing the workplace experience. So people come to work. What are the things that help their workday flow better? And using the intersection of technology and people and this physical workplace, how can we make all of that more cohesive? And so one of our main products is a conference room scheduling. So employees can go on and schedule their conference room, coordinate that with other people. And then I work on the data team to gather insights about how the physical workplace is being used and create ways in which IT and facilities can make a better impact for the employees and make the workplace better. I believe we have some positions out. Ken, do you know some of the positions? I think we're looking for a QA lead.
We're also actively interviewing for a software developer, front end up to full stack.
Yep. We have a front end in Ember and a little bit in Angular. Our back end is all Django and Python. So if that sounds like you, go ahead and check out team.workable.com and like send us your resume.
Also plug, we're looking for a software architect as well. So if anybody's got some rich experience there, we'd be happy to talk.
Yep. Tech Systems is always looking, so you should go talk to Tech Systems. We have a particular rep who comes to this fairly frequently, and that's a good way forward. I don't know. That's from last time.
Yeah, that's from this time.
Is that from this time? Did you just add that?
I did.
Cool. Awesome. You want to? Yeah, go for it.
VirtuStream, we are a cloud offering underneath the Dell corporate umbrella. We're developing EC2 competitors. I mean, nobody's going to compete with Amazon, but we're up to, I think, 7% of the market at this point. We're spinning up a brand new SRE team. Currently, I am an army of one, and I'm looking for some additional help.
Cool. There are other people who are looking. Yeah.
Not looking, we're hiring.
Hiring, yes.
Okay, so I work for AirUP Labs in the biocomputing department. We primarily do next generation sequencing testing for disease diagnosis, and we are desperately in need of a DevOps engineer who can handle Windows deployments. So we use Octopus and NuGet. Don't those at me, please. The job is Python adjacent because our backend is implemented entirely in Python. We use Celery, RabbitMQ, and MongoDB as a good chunk of our data pipeline.
Sweet.
Oh, and we also do a fair amount of work on AWS, so AWS experience is not absolutely required because we will train, but some awareness of the infrastructure would be nice. Thank you.
Cool. Others on the hiring front.
So Overstock is hiring as well. We are looking for data scientists, data engineers, and developers, and analysts. So it's pretty broad at the moment, possibly interns as well. So if that might be a fit for you, or you might be willing to do an internship for a couple of months to move from some area of expertise to something adjacent, then come talk to me, and we'll get you connected to HR. So.
Cool. And what particularly are you working on? Like, what skill sets are you looking for?
So we're interested in expanding our data engineering, DevOps, and then on our team, and also hiring additional machine learning engineers. And I'm aware that a lot of other teams in the company are looking to hire software developers.
So we work a lot with Python and Scala.
Yes. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Anyone else on the hiring front? Cool. Let's move on to the who's looking. So we had Saveed, right? Correct?
It's S-U-V-E-E-R.
S-U-E.
V-E-E-R.
Do you want to give us a picture about who you are, what you're looking for, why we should hire you?
Yeah.
So actually, I came back to Solid City. I used to work in Solid City for American Express on ETL data warehousing. I recently moved back to SLC. Was working with Ab Initio ETL 2. Now started learning Python. Started a few days back, and now I'm looking to expand my knowledge and then look for job.
Cool. I'm not sure what to put here for you.
So I used to work with ETL and data warehouse.
Okay, yeah.
And now I've started started expanding my knowledge more into data engineering stuff.
Cool. Yeah.
Alex. And I'm super interested in data science myself, but and I've studied some linear algebra, multivariable calculus, set theory, and I've used a little bit of TensorFlow myself, but I'm not. I certainly I can learn fast, and I would sacrifice anything really to be mentored in data science, but or to have a future opportunity to work in that. But and then as for my languages, I code in Java, JavaScript, Python.
Cool. Hey.
I'm still looking. There's my info. I think I've been putting up the same one for the last few months now. I'm interested in across the board. I mean, if you've got a job that looks interesting, it's a challenge, I learn quickly. I'm getting very, very distressed, shall we say, with the way people are hiring and some of the interview processes. So, hey, let's chat.
Cool. Anyone else looking? Cool.
I'm a freelancer, so I'm always looking for more opportunities. I code primarily in Python. I can do full stack. I'm not the world's greatest web developer, but I do learn quickly, and I found usually everybody has their own favorite framework, so I'm really agnostic about it in any case.
Cool. Feel free to go in here and edit anything that I've messed up. So cool. Anyone else? Great. So after our talk, feel free to talk to these people, to talk and coordinate if you feel that there's an opportunity out there for you. So on to some community news. Do you want to announce, talk about DevOps Days?
So additionally, I am a organizer of SLC DevOps Days. We have our third annual event coming up May 15th and 16th. We do sell it every single year so far. It's a great event. We've got some really great keynotes coming in. We have Nicole Frostgren coming in and doing a book signing there. We have Matt Stratton, and we're looking to have him do an episode of Arrested DevOps at the event. And we also have John Willis so far. Unfortunately, we've lost Kelsey Hightower. He canceled all future speaking arrangements for the year. So we're a little sad about that. I do have stickers with 15% off coupons for anybody who wants them.
We can just leave them up here too, and then people can get them after the talk. So part with what you want. So
yeah, I can just put them near the door. That might be easier for people too.
Sure.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cool. Any other community news? Things upcoming that you know that people will be interested in?
We'll be announcing the data science competition very shortly. So it's a secret, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it a lot when it comes out.
For what?
There's a data science competition coming out in the next couple weeks.
Where do you look for that?
What's that?
Where do you look for that? Through
I think
SLCPython?
Big Data Utah will be announcing it.
Okay.
Big Data Utah. Yeah.
Cool. I'll give a pitch there. Open West is coming up. I think tickets are available now.
Yeah, when is it? June 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's June 22nd is the actual conference, like the weekend. 7th and 9th, right there. So June 7th and 9th, Open West is really good. Draws in lots of people from around. Like being part of Python, open source is a big part of that. So I'd recommend going to Open West. Yeah. Anything else for community news? PyCon in May. Who's going to PyCon? Oh, I know Ferris is going as well.
Yeah.
He always goes.
Yep. That's a really cool event. So we have talks. We have this long list of talks that
It keeps growing longer.
it keeps growing longer, and we should probably do like a cleanse, like a backlog cleanse
Might be a good idea.
of that at some point. Is there anybody interested in like giving the talk next month, or in a particular thing you might want to hear?
Or during the summer even. So.
Yeah. If you are, is there anything that people are particularly interested in the group? We have some just data science and general interest.
Who's interested in data science? Raise your hands. So, quite a few people. Who's interested in like web development? So, that's very cool. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. You said you had an.
Yeah, I've been meaning to present something. I've been contributing to an open source project wrapping Robinhood, the like commission-free trading app. So I've been meaning to do a little bit of like commission-free algo trading presentation. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, that could be cool. It's good to get a feel for like, the web dev versus.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. So the Python, like when we started this 2014, it seemed like everyone was interested in the web development and whatnot. It's really segued towards everyone who's here to understand like data science or something data related. So it's kind of funny seeing like the transition of everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to become like a web meetup at one point.
Yeah. It was originally called Salt Lake City Web, or like the Python web development.
Thank goodness we named that.
Yeah. One thing that I'm planning is like I can come up with some really cool machine learning algorithm, and it's great on the back end, but if people can't see it, then it doesn't matter. So I've kind of been forced into having to also know how to develop full stack applications so that people can interact with whatever tools is on.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to give a talk, let us know. We can figure that out at the end too. So.
Last month I gave a talk which was basically RESTful with Flask, RESTful API. I could do the same one right there.
Yeah, that one.
If you guys are interested. It went over well.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good way to build some quick applications. That sort of stuff.
Nice. So come see us after the meetup if you have any suggestions or want to give a talk, and we'll slot you in.
What about just like core Python and like how it runs under the hood?
We've had a few talks on that. I gave a talk when Python 3 was still hitting, and like about some of the differences. We could probably do another one. Like I think that's on the list.
Maybe
because 3.6 is new and.
Yeah, maybe with a really like going over a bug. You know what I mean? Like I have this one bug in Python that it was just like it would skip to a different part of the code. Like when I'm using the debugger, like it wasn't.
Didn't seem consistent.
Totally bizarre.
Well, we could do another bring your own Python or bring your own problem.
Yeah, we've done that a few times.
I think actually,
PDB just in general.
Just PDB, right?
Very good one.
That's a topic, and it's insanely useful. And I didn't know about it for, I'm going to say, 5 years of coding in Python, which was a lot of wasted time.
Print, variable, run.
Yeah, just come chat with us after, and we'll all sort it out. So.
Yeah. Well, with that, let's move on to tonight's talk, which is data pipelines with Airflow. So all of us interested in data and how to do data engineering and getting data into a good place that then we can do analysis and reports. We have Matt Housley here to present with us. All right. So welcome, Matt.
Hold on just a second. I'm worried that my laptop will die in the course of this talk.
That's smart. Sorry, I just have to
Okay. Well, we'll give you a little
get these things in.
So I'm hoping to do a couple of live coding things. Hopefully that won't be a total disaster. It's always a risk. And I'm also going to talk about something that I didn't advertise in the talk description. I'm kind of a big evangelist for containers, and I'm going to talk about why you, as a Python developer, should care about containers. And then I'll demonstrate their use with Airflow specifically, kind of do a local quick deployment of Airflow and talk about how you can deploy it in production using containers and how we can use containers in data engineering. And then, of course, deploy that way instead. And then